Hi, today I want to talk about the James Webb Space Telescope and a couple of images that were just recently released by NASA. For those of you who do not know, the James Webb Space Telescope is the largest optical telescope currently in space, and its goal is kind of paint a picture of what the early universe looked like. The first picture I want to talk about is the first picture to ever be released from NASA that this telescope took. From a first glance, Hi, today I want to talk about the James Webb Space Telescope and a couple of images that were just recently released by NASA. For those of you who don't know, the James Webb Space Telescope is the largest optical telescope currently in space, and its goal is kind of paint a picture of what the early universe looked like. The first picture I want to talk about is the first picture to ever be released by NASA that this telescope took, and it's a picture of a bunch of galaxies, a cluster of galaxies. What's super interesting about this picture is a couple things. The first thing is there's a bright white light in the center of the picture, and that's actually a star. You can kind of tell because it has 6 flare-looking things coming off of it. And that's super cool because it's still located in our galaxy. So compared to everything else in that picture, it's relatively close to us on Earth. But the main thing I want to talk about in that picture is these orange-red arcs, or bands kind of, that are centering that are going around that star. Those are super interesting because they're not actually located where they look like they would be in that picture. So all those orange-red arcs are actually behind the star in that picture. We wouldn't be able to actually see it. The reason we can see it is because of a super cool phenomenon that's going on. The cluster of galaxies is so massive that it's creating a lot of gravity. It has a huge gravitational force around it, and it's actually warping the light. So those galaxies that are located behind the star, we can see them because of how massive that gravity is. It's bending the light and pushing it around so we can actually see them. Another super cool thing about these galaxies is that they were formed 13.5 billion years ago. So that light is from 13.5 billion years ago, which means we are kind of looking into the past when we look at these galaxies. The second picture I want to talk about is the Southern Ring Nebula. And what's super cool about this picture is that right in the middle, there's 2 circles that are super close to each other. And those are actually stars that are orbiting each other. They are running in a binary star system. That means that they are 2 stars that are orbiting each other, and that's actually super common. About 85% of star systems run in a binary star system. Single star systems, like the one that we have in our solar system with just 1 star and no other star orbiting it, is actually super uncommon. About less than 10% of stars run in this formation. So those are 2 super cool, important pieces to astronomy, and this telescope should show us a lot more in the future.